Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 20 of Firon's Commentaries of System Shock 2, Part 1. Just stacking some chemicals and some analyte organs here for now. Those analyte organs are implants, basically. They're definitely going to be useful later in the game. And that heavy armor that I placed on the ground, that's basically the best protection you can get in the game without reliance on electronics. But you need full strength to use it, and obviously, as you already know by now, upgrades in this game, as they go, get really expensive. Decided to do a major overhaul on my stats since I didn't practically no upgrades while I was on deck 5. Yeah, 1 strength, 2 endurance, 1 agility, and 1 cyber infinity. And just before I leave, just gonna heal up real quick and we'll be on our way. In my opinion, deck 6 is probably going to be the last deck where I can have the convenience of being able to get to replicators with items that I can get to replace, certain items like Psi Hypos or Med Hypos. After that, it's going to get a lot harder to get supplies. And here we are, deck 6, command deck. And here's an email from SHODAN.
My creation has run rampant. I demand their extermination. I have no choice but to destroy this starship.
We can make our escape in the Rickenbacker, but you must transfer my intelligence.
First, proceed to the Von Braun's bridge on this deck. There you will find an access card to Command Center on Ops. Find the card and proceed to Ops. But beware, the human analyte hybrids grow more sophisticated by the minute. You do not.
Well, SHODAN just mentioned, apparently the Many are starting to grow much bigger and becoming much more rampant. But then again, that was a bit obvious from the outset, wasn't it?
See if the machine mother.
I'll go more into detail about that after this audio log. And a new Psi power. This is definitely going to come in use later.
I hope you're still alive, Miss Delacroix. We really could use some guidance up here. They've got those lady cyborgs of theirs loading up the shuttles with those eggs. I don't know what their plan is, but it looks like they're running scared. I hear rumors of someone else besides you fighting back. Should I even hope to get out of this? I'm just gonna hang back until I figure out what the hell to do.
Anyhow, a topic that's been suggested to me by Shepard Reborn was the relationship between Goggles and SHODAN. It's a rather unique relationship because you might think it's a mutual partnership, but the fact is, Goggles was stripped of his memories of past events if you watch the intro cutscene, so he technically remembers almost nothing about his past. Not only that, but he had no free will when it came to this whole project of him being implanted with the cybernetic implants. He became an unwilling tool for SHODAN, though obviously a much more potent and useful tool than, Delacroix and whoever else SHODAN decided to use. The thing is, though, because he lacks past memories, it's hard to say if Goggles really has any reason to distrust or even trust SHODAN. I mean, I think the whole idea of him losing his memories was to make it easier for us to incorporate our own character into Goggles' character. Well, of course, the problem with that comes in when you see the ending of the game. It's not a bad ending, but it still kind of causes a few problems with this whole idea, in my opinion. These trams are so freaking dangerous, I swear.
Alito indicated that the AI, who now believed to be SHODAN, was actually going.
This may be a bit of a stretch, but after watching the film Pandorum and also listening to a few topics in my psychology class, I believe that when exposed to certain stimuli, Goggles may have actually regained a few of his lost memories. And considering the dangers that he goes through, the threats that he has to put up with, he might have either found a reason to distrust Shodan, or he may have realized the danger of both the Many and SHODAN. Hard to say, really. There's no clear indication, but it's better that way, really.
I've located you, finally. This is Dr. Marie Delacroix.
Oh yes, this email.
For you, but I'm trapped in Cargo Bay A.
First time I heard this, first thing I did was went straight to engineering deck in the cargo bays, looking in every nook and cranny for Delacroix. Oh yeah, by the way, here's a glitch. You can lean through the door and see the rumbler over there. Makes no sense that they would walk casually out of a little room with a rumbler just standing there, and then the rumbler's like, "Hey, I'm gonna chase you down the hallway now." Yeah, you never see that rumbler again. He goes down there and just vanishes somehow. Never really made any sense. There's still more to talk about with Shodan, but I have a log coming up that'll discuss a future enemy that we'll be encountering. Possibly one of the toughest enemies in the game.
The data gathering process is going well. Before I'm taken by the Many, I will hopefully transmit a fair bit of information to whoever will listen. The large floating creatures are not only capable of attacking with powerful psi projections, but are psi projections themselves. Destroying them only temporarily disables them. Their real source of power comes from a small control organism, which is usually located somewhere nearby. Although this control organism is quite powerful through its projections, it's eminently vulnerable once rooted out.
Definitely one of the more essential logs in the game. Extremely important to anyone who's new to the game, because once they encounter those enemies that he was discussing, they're going to want to know how to take them down. But anyhow, though, back to the topic of Shodan. I recently got a comment about what Shodan had said in the previous episode about the situation being hopeless as she was taking over the Von Braun using the transmitter on Deck 5. And it makes a lot of sense as to why he'd be questioning that, because the thing is, she's convinced she's a goddess, so it is a bit of an irresponsible judgment to say that the situation's hopeless and that there's nothing she can do about it, and that she would need us to switch her over to the Rickenbacker. Then again, I guess she can come to terms with her limitations, even if that does seem ungodly. Makes you wonder if she really does believe in her own ability to be a goddess.
The Machine Mother has enlisted 2 avatars against us. They struggle, but they will fare against our unity. Does not the Machine Mother know her own creation is greater than she? She is cold and empty, and we are warm and full. She seeks only to destroy. We seek to embrace, to include. All flesh will join ours, or be wiped clean.
That is some of the chilliest voice acting in the history of video gaming. The effects, the voice actor himself, it's just pure genius. I really wish horror games had more voice acting like this. It's just chilling to the bone. Even for someone like me who's played this game like thousands of times, it's like one of the best bits in this game. Even if most of the cast was like a bunch of amateurs, they did an amazing job with this. Just goes to show you how much love for a video game can take you. Anyhow, though, we gotta get to the escape pods. Tommy and Rebecca are waiting for us, I hope. We might be able to escape the Von Braun early. God, I sure hope so. I think I'm heading the right way. Yeah, I might need some items for later, just in case there's some opposition I need to get rid of. Alright.
I didn't see where you went.
Alright, this is the right way. I'm so near it, I can almost taste it. This is it. Wait for me! Guys, wait for me, I'm coming! Wait, guys, wait! No! Don't leave me here! What are you doing? Guys! Tommy, Rebecca! What? Why? See you guys in part 2.